How do you accept the things you cannot change? This video will answer that question. Hi, I'm Cheryl Hunter, best-selling author and resilience expert. Each one of us are handled situations and circumstances that we would never have chosen for ourselves. Sometimes those circumstances can be more than we can handle, at least at the time, and it seems impossible to accept them and move on. Sometimes it seems like the only answer is to turn heavenward and go, "What are you thinking?" But that doesn't provide much relief. Maybe a moment, but true relief, or more accurately said, true fulfillment and satisfaction and peace, only come when we're able to finally accept those circumstances and situations that we would never have chosen for ourselves. So how do you do that? Well, here's how. Step one, make peace with what is. Now, that may sound like some new agey greeting card, and I don't mean it to be some stupid cliche. I mean, in reality, make peace with what has already happened that you can't do anything about. Now, you may or may not know my story, but as a teenager, I was abducted by two criminals when I was traveling overseas. Eventually, they left me for dead. And the way that I chose to deal with it at the time, I was a teenager, was to pretend it didn't happen. Now, that only bought me a little small window of peace just in the immediate impact of the event. But in order to gain true healing and eventually get over it, I had to accept that, look, this thing has happened. I had to make peace with that. There's no unringing a bell. It's done, and there's not anything I could do to make it unhappen. So first, make peace with what is. Second, now this may sound completely crazy, but here goes. Embrace it. Like I said, I know that may sound crazy, antithetical, counterintuitive, downright insane, when the last thing you want to do is embrace this heaping pile of crap that you've been handed. But here's the thing, until you can authentically embrace it, you can never release the gifts that it might hold. Now, does it sound crazy that there could be gifts at the heart of some adversity? Consider that there is. The moment that you authentically embrace it, you transmute that lead into gold, and the gold at the heart of it releases itself to you. Again, this may sound like new agey hocus pocus, but you can't get there hypothetically, theoretically, or any other way than doing it. Embrace it. And finally, cultivate faith. Notice that I did not say have faith. I'm not talking about some passive act as though faith is just some feeling. No, consider that faith is a verb. It's something you're either doing right now actively with all of your heart, or it doesn't exist. I invite you to cultivate faith in whatever calls to you in such a way that it transforms your whole existence, that you find the reason for enduring this thing in the first place, really getting a deep, profound understanding that in fact, there's some reason you were given this challenge. I would love to hear from you. Head over to CherylHunter.com where that conversation is taking place, and in the comments section below, let me know what are some of the challenges you've been facing that you've been unable to accept, and more importantly, what are you going to do about it now? While you're there, subscribe to my list to be kept on top of things I only send out to people via email. Do you like this video? Give it a thumbs up! Subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and family, particularly anybody you know who's been going through a ton of challenges themselves and hasn't been quite able to accept it yet. Follow me on social media as well. I would love to stay connected. Thank you for being here. Have your life make a difference. Can you hear that?
Not really.
Okay.